work on Broadway, because last time you came here,
Yeah.
Mrs. Angelica
I
Page,
think I was in tech.
yeah.
They
the
let
best
me
man.
out. They let me out for an hour. I
And
barely
you
got
came
out. Yeah.
so nice. I said,
Yeah.
Sissy, I can be there for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay, baby, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
You showed up,
Yeah.
and boom, you were gone. And I went to see you, and you were absolutely amazing. The
It was
best
a
man.
lot of fun.
A lot of work.
James Earl Jones,
Yes.
John Larroquette.
Yes. Oh, and that guy, John Stamos, he's so handsome.
He is.
Oh my God, I couldn't believe it, how drop dead gorgeous.
I walked into his dressing room one time to talk to him about something, and his dresser was there with him, and he had no shirt on, and he was zipping up his pants, and he looked at me, and I was like, and his dresser just looked at me, and she was like, that was it. I was like, I'll come back later.
Yes. Very handsome. I don't know, for some reason when I saw him at the end, I seen all these girls waiting for him. I said, oh my God, he's so drop dead gorgeous. I don't know how you did it, babe. I mean, having that kind of man on stage. You were absolutely amazing. Then I went to see you. Guys, we can get rid of that little icon in the bottom. You see that icon? It just bothers me. Sorry that I'm so picky, but what the hell, I'm directing my show too. And then I went to see you in Turning Page. Angelica, I was blown away. And God knows that I've seen a lot of work over the years. And I just couldn't believe it, how wonderful you work. Everybody knows you're very gifted. Everybody knows you're very talented. It's not a surprise. So we already know where we're heading, when we're gonna come up and see you. But
I never played myself before, you see. Patty Bosworth at the Actors Studio, she knew she was working with me, and I was asked by a producer named Pat Addis, a Broadway producer, to write a show about my mother.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, I don't know how, okay. Because
Right.
I'd done the Sylvia Plath one-woman show. And Patty Bosworth said, are you going to play yourself and your mother? And I said, no. And she said, think about it. I said, I don't want to play myself. Why would I want to do that?
Right, right.
She said, just try starting with yourself and see what happens. So when Patty came to see the show, she threw herself in my arms and she loved it, and I said, thank you. And she goes, what did I do? And I said, you told me
to do this.
And she said, oh yeah, I did. I said, you told me to play myself.
Yeah. How long? Tell me about the process. I want to hear about the process, because
It's still going, but yeah,
It's
back
still
in
going.
development with it, yeah.
Because I remember very clearly, I said, Angelica, Angelica, Angelica. You brought me to tears, and I'm very sensitive, and I know actors, and we'll go to the moment, and in the moment, we'll get roughed up. And
We do get roughed up.
we get roughed up. And,
Yeah.
but I was, it seemed to me that your mother, Geraldine Page, she was right there with you.
Oh yeah.
Right there with you, and that was kind of scary.
It was kind of scary.
For us,
Yeah.
for the audience.
Yeah.
I'm not talking for your point of view. I want to hear all about that. From my point of view, I was there and I said, oh my God, this is not possible. So I kind of blinked and I said, okay, let me just relax, because I'm a little stressed out. I'm getting a little bit, over my head. I said, no, I have to breathe and let me see what's happening. And once again, I was paying close attention to you, and I said, your mother was right there. She's right there with you. What a challenge, what a thrill. She feels it, she knows it, right?
Yeah.
Night after night after night after night. I want to talk, how painful, how beautiful was the process, how challenging.
Well, I'm in the middle of writing the first draft of the book. That's a companion piece. There's a documentary,
Right, a documentary.
a book, and a play.
And a play.
And they all have something to do with each other. They're all supporting each other. They're all three parts of the same whole. The book is an expanded version of the play.
Right.
So it still has the same arc as the play, but it's expanded out. The stories, are much wider and deeper. And but it's a project that I've actively avoided for 20 years.
Why? Why, you think?
It's painful. It's scary.
But it's nice to do things that makes you scary, right?
Sure, of course.
And that's the
But
thrill.
also, you know, my mother, before she passed away, she was writing an autobiography that she didn't finish, and she said to me that she wanted me to tell her story, make sure her story got told. Not that I should tell her story necessarily, but to
Right.
make sure that it got told and it got told that it got told truthfully.
Right, right.
And she said, "I can trust you." What did she say? "I need someone I can trust. I need someone who'll make it." I can't remember now how I put it down into the play, but I have it in my notes. And I need someone I can trust. I need someone who will tell the truth. Those were the two things she said to me. And then she said, "But if you canonize me, I'm going to come back and smother you in your sleep." It's hard not to canonize her.
Right. You're damn right.
But, you know, she wasn't the easiest person in the world, and she wasn't always the nicest person in the world. But because of her truth and her honesty and her connection to nature, and all the facets of nature, creativity and destruction and all that kind of stuff, because she was so honest and so truthful, even if it wasn't, she wouldn't say the nicest thing in the world, your heart opened.
Right.
Because it was
was
you were
coming
in
from
the
a
moment,
right.
and it was the truth, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because she didn't placate people. She wasn't convenient,
Right.
you know? But it's been very painful, it's been very exhilarating to finish something that I not only told her that I would take care of and make sure was done properly, but when I was hoping someone else would do it and nobody did. So that I'm finally doing it for myself as well, and finishing this project that I've been so daunted by and have been avoiding for so long. To finish it, it's really, really, really a beautiful, wonderful thing.
Beautiful tribute to your mother.
Yeah.
Angelica, very powerful. I tell you, God.
I love your hair, by the way.
You like it?
I love it.
I told you at the Actors Studio. I saw you today. I said, Angelica, oh God, I gotta fix it. Hold on. And I'm so Johnny Green. As soon as Angelica walks in, let me know. But he gets busy with people calling back and forth. And then I go to the back, and then I see my girl go to you, and yeah, I cut it because I'm sick of having the long hair.
That's why I cut mine.
Right?
I do Bikram yoga. I'm like, you know, I roll out of bed. I don't want to have to worry about anything. I have a lifestyle that's like really active, you know?
Yes.
And I always ended up putting my hair up or curling it
Me
or doing
too.
something, right?
Me too.
Yeah.
And
You're
not,
gonna love short hair.
yeah,
It's
it's
completely-
liberating, right?
Richard Stein is my. You go
I'm
see.
gonna go and
send
see
you
him.
to
I
Richard
promise
Stein.
I will. I cut it myself. I did vroom, vroom. What the
that.
hell, man? I don't give a damn. I'm not sick in the head, and if I'm sick in the head, big deal. All of us were sick in the head. I died. I said, why not blonde? Forget about blonde. I was blonde for a while. I'm kind of bored. I don't want to talk about my hair. I want to talk about
Okay.
your mother, man,
right.
about you.
Okay.
I reading about Angelica San, and I forgot to bring the book because I was rehearsing with Jerry, and I got home and
Jerry Zellers.
Jerry Sellers. I was with Jerry this afternoon. I said, oh, I bring the book. There's a section that he says when he directed The Streetcar Named Desire. That the journalist asked him that Vivian Leigh and Jessica Tandy are those two actresses or
Jessica Tandy originated
on
Blanche on
Broadway.
Broadway,
right and
which is such an odd choice, right?
right.
I would have loved to see that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I can't. Like, how did that?
How?
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, I
Okay.
get the school teacher part.
Yeah, but
You know.
And then Vivian Leigh, and then I was reading that when she came to, because she did it in England, directed by Laurence Olivier, and when they didn't want her, the cast didn't want Vivian Leigh. Brando, Carl
You're talking
Malden,
about the film or the play version in London?
the film,
Okay.
directed by Angelica San. So they didn't want her because she was just not from here. She was from England. She was coming from Laurence Olivier. She did it right in London. Forget it. She's going to bring a different Blanche Dubois. She's going to come here. So it was a whole conflict of interest. But at the end, they accepted her because they said that she was working so damn hard. She was so brutally into it that they saw how much work she put into that, and everybody kind of embraced her. But it was very interesting when Angelica San said that Jessica Tandy, she was great in it. Vivian Lee, she was great in it. But if I can pick two actresses, my choice to portray Blanche Dubois would have been Geraldine Page or Julie Harris. Who by the way, I met Julie Harris years ago. Sweet lady, she was sweeping. I'm always sweeping and cleaning, damn it. And she was sweeping. She was such a sweet lady. But there was the two actresses right there for Blanche Dubois. And I thought, oh, I gotta bring that.
Two of my favorites for sure.
Yes. I mean, I want to see you playing Blanche Dubois.
I've been working on it a little bit. Alec Baldwin asked me to do what he wants, because he played Stanley.
Yes, I know.
On Broadway. He wants to be the first man to play both Stanley and Mitch. And so he and I did a little Mitch and Blanche recently.
When? At the studio?
No, it was at the 92nd Street Y.
Oh, wow.
During
How long
a Tennessee Williams, a couple of years ago.
A couple of years ago. Would you be willing to do it?
Come on.
Please.
What?
You do not say no.
No, you don't say no.
And he keeps getting better and better. What a bright, smart, insightful, clever man. What a turn on. Why are we talking about men? It's just, you know, what I read about your mother, when I read about Elie Kazan saying that, you know, your mom is considered to be the greatest American actress. How does it feel, Angelica, when you go home, I don't know, when you're doing a play, when you're doing a reading, when you're doing some work for the studio, when you're by yourself, what are you thinking about? Like, what are you thinking about? I'm just kind of wondering. I'm going to ask her that. What are you thinking about when you are by yourself in a makeup room getting ready for a moment, for a play? In this case,
I'm thinking whatever I'm thinking about.
Yeah, but no. But it's like, do you get loaded? Do you get kind of like overwhelmed? Oh my God! It's like, do you get? Because
I never get overwhelmed.
Never any pressure whatsoever.
No.
No fear.
No. Not anymore. It doesn't.
Not anymore.
No, it just gets in the way.
So you consider yourself free?
Yeah. I
can see that.
I don't.
You just do not
give a. I don't know if we can say that word on this, but I think we can.
You don't give a fuck.
No.
I shouldn't say that, but no, it's just.
No, I do.
You do.
But I do. But I don't. But you know what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you.
I'm not interested. I'm not interested in pleasing people or have them like me, or I don't care about that. I care about telling the truth as a character. Yeah, about the work.
About the work.
And becoming the character. When you completely become the character,
you don't think.
Just like a person. A person never thinks that they're. You know what I mean? They're usually so wrapped up when they're passionate people, like the characters we play. And the characters are like the most interesting human beings. That's why they get to be characters in plays, right?
Right.
They're so like keyed into what they want. And who they are and what their issues are. They don't really have time to think about. But I never think about, luckily, anymore, the audiences or anything like that.
No.
But I've been doing a lot of, we talked about it, I think first time I came on the show, is that I have a deep meditation practice.
Yes.
And that's super helpful. And also now a really deep yoga practice as well. And
every day, do you practice yoga every day?
I do an average of 12 hours of hot yoga a week.
Wow, that's a lot of time.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, I take, if I usually do 6 days a week, and so then I'll take a double, like 2 other days.
Right.
Or something like that. And I meditate in the morning, and I try to meditate in the evening. It's sometimes tough in New York because of just like,
impossible.
Where are you going to do it? Like you're in the middle of doing, you know what I mean? Like there's no like time, like sometimes I'd like to dip into a church or something that's quiet or.
Right.
But morning meditation is definitely something, and I've been working with Deepak Chopra for many years, and I'm about to go on a silent retreat with him.
Nice.
At the Chopra Center in San Diego. I do that once a year with him. So there's like definitely you get your ducks in a row mentally and emotionally, and and so it's just, I don't know, I've just gotten myself into a really amazing place where I just get to like completely sink into the work. And I did a play about Eleanor Duzzo once, and there was a line that she has about being consumed by the holy madness.
Beautiful.
And that's really, that's what I think about. I think about how to become more deeply consumed by the holy madness.
Yeah. But this is